Hi there, Selective Collective. This is Kim. I'm just loving these Selective Collectives. Okay, sometimes I go on rampages where I do a lot of the collective readings because they're fun and they're a little bit more metaphysical. They're a little bit more metaphysical. That's the best way to say it, I think. This reading might be about angels, and I'm even going to use my Heaven and Hell Oracle deck with this reading because the song that came through that I was even guided to go look at the lyrics while I listened to the song. So I'm on a Scorpions kick, okay? I'm on a Scorpions kick, and I was born a little bit later than I can remember that group being in. Well, I don't know. I must have been like 3. But so I don't know all their songs really well. And this one, I'm sure you've heard of it, is Send Me an Angel by the Scorpions. Not the Perez one, but which that's a good one too. But that is the Scorpions one. And that song is, to me, when I read the lyrics, and then the chorus is, here I am, will you send me an angel? Here I am, will you send, in the land of the morning sun, or something like that. The song really talks about a lot of people giving different types of advice. Honestly, all kinds of advice that you could probably repeat yourself if you asked yourself, can you give me some good advice right now? You would probably say the same things that all the wise people said in the ages. Whether we act on those things or not, that's really the different human dynamic I see. But in the song in specific, it just reminds me that no matter how much help you can get sometimes from wise sayings or teachings, still sometimes you need some help. And it's like, please send me an angel. It gets hard. All right. It gets hard sometimes. And so, yeah, I mean, so that peaceful state of mind is wonderful to be in. The reality of the human experience is that we don't always listen to what we probably would even tell. I mean, me too. Don't always listen to what we're telling ourselves. As what I'm seeing you, a collective, as with that song is, you're the earth angel. You're the one that I feel, if you're drawn to this reading because of the energy from it, then you have that information in you. You are, like in that song, it talks about, they're going to tell you that just be calm in the eye of the storm. Enjoy the sun, but the wind's out and it's going to weather you over the years. Like, it's like a little bit, a tad of this, and then here's a little bit of fear. A tad of this, a little bit of fear. But we already know those things. We know, and when you're very alert, awake, aware, you even know when you've got personality quirks. You know when your temper got out of control. You know when you're saying something and there's something behind it. I don't know. And those things, I guess we work on fixing those things. I sure have, actually. I really have tried to really understand why I act the way I do, or why I say things I say. I have lots of consideration for what I say during the day, before I actually say it. And I don't know. And so will you send me you are the angel. That might make it a little tough. That might make it a little tough. Because once you know, type of deal. Once you know, and then it's about the journey, and then it's about none of that at all. Yeah. Okay. So, angels, sorry I rambled a little bit before throwing the cards out, but it's just a message of like, but you know. Okay, Chiron. I have healing with Chiron, and the reason this light is like this is because I have this beautiful Fortuna deck that I will use. That was a gift to the channel. This was actually the message this morning was about healing with the yellowing card, and now we have Chiron, so that's hurting and healing. And there's this ruby that's in the palm, almost like this is what you get The gem of wisdom is absolutely directly tied into what is making this hand bleed. I just see that as being very telling in this card. Is the thing that you're going to enjoy the most is what is causing you to bleed. The healing that's going to hurt the most is going to give you the brightest gem. Okay. And I try to take their advice the best I can too after these readings. These are channeled readings, you know, it's like, so always working on healing, always healing, always healing, always healing. It's a process. Oh, prayers are being answered. Prayers are being answered. And it's the cut. And it's the open wound. It's the cut. It is the cut that's still healing. Actually, it's still open in this card. So that is it's being pointed out. Like something is difficult enough for us to say at times, will you please send me my angels? Right? And then Neptune. A card of, I feel like it's your answered prayer, because this planet would represent compassion and forgiving. Really goes very nicely with Chiron, honestly. These two go together very well. So, yeah, thank you, Spirit, for just kind of confirming that there is some prayer. There is some prayer that's being answered. There's some type of healing that's going to be completely granted with, because it was always granted before, but, you know, it's interesting. We put our hands like this when it's like asking for them to be open. It's like, will you please show me, bring into me what I'm praying for so that my hands might be open and receive. There's something about receiving an answered prayer and being open to the possibility of miraculous things in your life. You know what's really weird? I gotta tell you about what a really weird thing happened to me today. So, because more and more I'm just noticing the inner world be reflected on the outer world. I'm noticing increased manifestation of just silly things too sometimes. But an increase in it. Something similar to a few years ago when I noticed that there was an increase back then. And then it's kind of like something plateaued a little bit. It was still something new. And then here lately, though, there's been some fun manifestations. I'll share one with you. I was doing the shorts today, and the first short that I did was chess. It was the chess card, right? And it's about strategy, planning, and a power move of some sort. And then I said to myself, you know, I'm going to do another one. Mainly because I was wanting to check out the two different lighting scenarios. I had one with natural light and then one with the kitchen light lamp or whatever. And so I like the second one better. But anyway, so the second one was number 33. And that was master number 33. And so I went over that. And then after I post it, I get a message from my email about this chess app, which this is a big app, like over 1 million subscribers. You might have it, actually, the chess app. And it's really just called that, I think. And and it says that today's daily puzzle is tied to the number 33. And I was like, get out of here. Get out of here. So I don't know, just little like signs and synchronicities like that where you're like, oh, isn't that odd? Isn't that cool? Just things to kind of just keep us going. Maybe make this pathway, as the Scorpions so dramatically say, the passage out of the dock, to make it a little bit easier. Oh, definitely, yeah. Let's make it a little bit easier. Let's get some healing granted. It's like the serenity prayers come into me, you know, where you're like, here, grant me the serenity here, because like there's some things that are really hard to heal, need some help. Will you send me an angel? You know what I mean? Like that type of feeling. And when I say healing, I'm sure you get that I mean on any kind of level in your life, in any area. You could be healing your finances, your relationship with money. Maybe, because I personally know I'm probably got like deeper rooted beliefs that I have not even been able to unpack because of some healing that is maybe needing to occur first. That's just what's kind of coming to me, is that the door has like always been open, but there's like this threshold of healing before you get to this next door. That's what's coming to me. And so it's not necessarily about waiting. It's not about sacrifice. And it's not about not being able, in a 4D world, we could just kind of hop over to already accomplish these things. But in this particular experience, the dimension is so that you experience all phases, all steps, and maybe the necessity for them here. The reason, the lesson, the learning, the more compassion, the more love, the more forgiveness, all of that. Yeah. Won't you send me an angel? Yeah, maybe you're an angel. Maybe you are the angel to somebody too. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. I'm sure that you have either been told that you are like an angel, or that somebody views you as a, I don't know, just maybe just the kindest. You know, you're so kind. Not letting this journey, it's probably because you're an old soul, not letting this journey actually affect you as much as the next person would. You see a lot of people have a hard time with emotions. Well, addictions is kind of like widespread for all soul groups, because it's widespread just with human nature, to want something consistent, and because of these steps, this linear thing that we've got going on. But anyway, like, I digressed from the whole point of that. My whole point of that was that as being an old soul, you're able to handle some of the emotional parts better. I'm not saying that you're able to come here and then you don't have any big lessons. I'm sure you have real big ones. You may have real big ones. You may just decided the intensity was going to be something that you could handle. Maybe you had a lifetime here where it's not, and it's something where you're just like, look, I want to kind of take off this year. I want to come here and let's make things be even keel. But I think for most people here in this reading, there's a lot of healing because of this already reached soul perfection that you have, wanting to express itself in dynamic different stages is what I'm getting. And so you're the star of the show, because you may have big issues to deal with, but for some reason your temperament, your uplifting attitude is something that maybe stays even during these dark times, you know what I mean? And so it's like, here I am, can you send me an angel? You're that angel. You're that angel. You're the star. You're the star, you're shining bright. And we have an infinity, or the looped infinity symbol on this card. That's beautiful too. So I see this as many lifetimes, many cycles. You've gone through a lot. You've had a lot to happen. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Maybe meant to perform something. Queen of Candles. I want to move on from here, though. Good, I'm only at 14 minutes. Okay. Here's this deck. By the way, this deck is beautiful. These cards are really good quality. It was given to this channel. So I'm very lucky, very fortunate, and I haven't gotten to display it very much. That's why I got this light. So the Fortuna Tarot deck, if you're interested in it, I'm sure there's a place online of where you can purchase it. I want to do the angel deck because it says heaven or hell. There's 72 fallen angels represented in this deck, and 72 higher order angels that are assigned to each opposing, 72. In opposition, maybe not. Maybe it's more so to maintain some type of balance. Because they don't really necessarily look at anything as good or bad. They're all created by creator. They all have God in them. They all are godly. Their function, yeah, okay, some might have an unpleasant experience for you to have to overcome. Here to help you shine your light in some weird way. But we're going to call on the higher angels to help us with the message, though, okay? Tell us what we either have to overcome or totally embrace at this time here. What do we have to overcome or totally embrace? And then, so each side has the angel on it. And then the numbers on the cards. And I didn't know this. I didn't know that the number of the Hghlvl number, the fallen angel number, actually corresponded with the number assigned to the higher order angels, which is the Kabbalistic number. I didn't know that. So now I know. Whoa. Now you know. We'll do 4. Okay. All right, this one is the one that wanted to stay up. Okay, so 62. Valak, causing relationship strife. Number 62. Okay, so it's him. It's this energy as an influence causing strife within our relationships. Any kind of a relationship. And so to kind of like deal with this, right? You would turn to your higher order angels and say, okay, I have a desire to know or desire to know. So desire to know would heal. So they're saying the more knowledge, less ignorant you are to what's going on from another perspective or view. The desire to know, your knowledge given by the heavenly realms is going to help. I'm picking this other one up here as assumptions, lies, yeah, mainly assumptions that are steering you towards this maybe relationship strife. Maybe that's what the issue is more on assumptions. And then here, turning to your angels for if you have a desire to know something. Valak. Okay. Whew. Okay. I have Stolas, number 36. Protection of criminals. Protection of criminals. And Menadel is inner and outer work. So what do we have to overcome? Protection of criminals. So I suppose that is an influence, maybe. And then the way to balance it would be this inner and outer work. Feeling, what's that Fiona Apple song? 'Cause I'm feeling like a criminal. And I need to be redeemed to the one I sinned against, because it's all I ever knew of love. Yeah, protection of criminals. Am I up to that song? I'll figure out. I'll get some extra messages on this because it's a little confusing to me right now to figure that out. So Divine Warrior, finally we have something there from the higher orders on top. Divine Warrior. Okay, and then we're not dealing with that one. So we'll just do Divine Warrior. Being known for your light that makes you shine, and not the dark that you've had to necessarily... I'm having to watch how I say it. Because every experience here I deem useful. So we have another higher order angel. There's a perfect... Look, there's a balance. It's perfect between shadowy work, light work. Politics and ambition. Politics and ambition. Being guided by the higher order angels. And then traitors and conspiracy. But infamy, by the way, was this one right here. So it's like being famous for something not good. But that's not what it said. This is like being famous here for your divine warrior in you. For the star. For the ways that you shine more so than the darkness that you've had to go through. Okay. All right. We'll get some tarot on this. I'm going to pull my little tiny deck out here. The tree of... Circle of life. I cannot remember that. It's a circle deck. So, circle of life. criminals. Could be talking about company that we keep, too. Careful with the company we keep. Tell me about this Stolas. Two of Pentacles is popping out. This is choices, decision. It kind of looks like it's over here on this relationship strife because of it being, if this is off balance, then there's a one person doing way too much. Could also be about going back and forth regarding a decision about a relationship. But this could be representing some type of imbalance in a relationship. And then it's, then we have the, I think this is the Page of Pentacles. Oh, it's holding the key. It looks like a little hermit holding a key, doesn't it? It looks like a little hermit holding a key in his little hand right here. And that being the area that this thing was in, or the creature. No, I don't know what it is. It looks like one of those mice from the nymph thing. That nymph, the nymph. Okay, so this is talking about making a new investment or not repeating a past lesson. I like my confirmations. All right. Look, there's the Hermit and the Star. That's exactly what he looks like. I know that's not the Hermit card, but it just looks like the Hermit saying, I have the key. It's sort of giving me old soul vibes. I don't think that's all that this Stolas is about. Oh, this is a global reading, Kim. Sorry. This could be about politics, guys. It could absolutely be about politics. Because we have this balancing energy. It's wanting to balance, right? But we have other energies that are protecting some people. And it might be talking about high power people, you know what I'm saying? Like involved in some type of, okay, it could be that. Because this is a channeling for everyone. And it's, I said these readings usually go kind of deep with the collective. That's why I love them. And it is metaphysical because that's a little, like to me, that's a little bit of spiritual warfare going on. When you have power players, I don't even want to say with different groups or people, you know what I mean though, where they're doing something. The message is that they're just confirming to me what I already thought, that some people are being protected by a certain side or by certain key players without, yeah, not necessarily a certain side. Let me not say that, because I think it's more widespread than just, it can narrow it to like one group. So these are big time things though. Okay, so this is a big time thing. Oof. Okay, this goes with this relationship strife. So this is creating unhealthy partnership dynamics for not only in, I would think, these people's personal life, but for everybody, for the harmony of everybody. Because there's a protection for something that was so wrong. I don't know, I'm just getting like big wrong. You know what I mean? Because this is the Ace of Wands in the reverse could be about us really not having much power or wanting, not much power, passion to even see something as harmonious. There's choices, big decisions, and Well, you know, there's that quote. I always say that, but I shouldn't call it a quote because I paraphrase it. But it's like, when you're faced with a life and death situation, there is one right answer, and it is your sword to the sky. It's just placing your sword against the sky, and then you'll have your one right answer. And so this is like giving me the vibe of there was a right answer, and there's something that affects like a lot of people because of that one right answer not wasn't chosen. Okay, so that's healing. You're part of the stars that are illuminating this darkness. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Oh, to the sweet baby. And the Empress here on the bottom. Oh. Well, it's your Ace of Pentacles. So, that's about this new opportunity. It's actually, look, I mean, this little baby is on the back of this thing, this creature. It's like a mix between a tiger and it's something mythical looking. And then there's acorns. So there's protection, and it's real safe, and they're carrying something very in the tail to represent like a pentacle, but it's real safe. You see? You're real safe. And there's something about wealth getting into the right hands here, in a sense. Wealth being in the right hands. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Oh, I wasn't really expecting to get that type of message here, Spirit. But look, you're a divine warrior. I have to talk about this politics and ambition because your higher order angels are wanting to talk about it. Hello. We have to talk about it. What else about being this warrior? Yeah, we're going to take all of those here. Let's see what else about being this warrior. Well, for one thing, you're not alone. For one thing, you're not alone. That beautiful card. I love this deck. I love this deck. It's the Lover's energy, number 6. So this is the number of peace, harmony, crossroads. It could represent a crossroads, of course. A big decision. Different choices. Different choices. They lead to good outcomes. This divinely guided, coming together divinely. A different rendition of the Four of Cups, because this person is like actually looking at the cups that they have and kind of deciding what they're going to do with them. But meanwhile, there is another cup or pot actually that has already been spilt. So it's a different, it's almost like giving me a completely different meaning. Normally it's like boredom, dissatisfied, but I see this as like being okay, and the next step for the Four of Cups is to be actively looking or investigating what you are dissatisfied with, those 3 cups that are not in alignment with you anymore. I think this is on a big level. I do. I think this is like a bigger level. Oh my. You my. You send me an angel. Next step, 4 of Cups. And then the 3 of, oh, they look like onions. Just right off the bat, they look like little onions. Of course, I like to cook a lot. So 3 of Pentacles is about cooperation, working together. You see they're trying to repair, or maybe not repair, build a even more sturdy foundation to a window. Windows representing the in and the out, the veil here going in and out to different areas, different, yeah. Anyway, so, but the security, the protection, it's brick. So that's important, that something be built with brick, not straw, or someone's going to huff and puff. And if the wind blows, you're going to say, now I need an angel, unless you have brick built. And there's something about that. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. There's something about that. And then I have the, is this the moon or is this a star card? It's 18. My mind went blank. It's the moon card. I'm sorry. My mind went blank for a second. It is the moon card. So this is a beautiful full moon. Oh, almost like speaking to me like something hidden. You know what's interesting is that kind of looked bluish when I went like that. Oh, because the other color. Okay. So there's something hidden in the blue pill of the world. Something hidden in the blue side, in the it has to do with politics. It has to do with protection of criminals, is what it has to do with. I know it does. Prayers from the victims and the people that care have brought about these angels to come here and fix this. Or I don't know if I should say the word fix, because something's permanently altered after this energy. But there's something that can heal this. Let me reword that. Not big on that word, fix, anyway. Hidden illusion. Of course, you have to use your own intuition. Okay, and then the 10 of Wands. Looks like a person going around in a wheel of carrying too much. Too much, isn't it? You even have a lot of symbols, and they all look like they're jumbled. Do you see that? All the symbols. All the runes. They look like they're all jumbled. Like things are getting mixed up on purpose, you know what I mean? Even ancient things. Let's pull from the 108 deck, because if I get past 40, this thing will click off. So let me switch to a different deck, and we'll get some different messages then, because we're moving on from that, but it's what it's about. Isn't that interesting though, right? Under the protection of criminals, which I really think it's having to do with something big, global. There's that owl with the crown. It happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold soon. It's going to be about prayers answered and things coming to light. I know it is. Okay. And then also, what has been kept held up just to look a certain way? Who's been wearing this corset? And is this corset, which is, why don't you... held together, boundaries, restriction, prim and proper, Support, shapeshift, people pleaser. This is about disguises in politics. I think this is what I know it is. That's what it's about. It's about disguises in politics. Something's about to blow up, though. Like, for real. Something's about to blow up. It's called righteous anger. That's what it's called. Right, so I have the kerosene. Aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile, situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, and hot. So these energies are very dangerous because of the amount of power, and then combined with this evil. That's the only way I can say it. And then what's going to sort all this out? Probably a non-kara. Unconditional love, romance, soulmates, an uncommon bond, devoted, always, tenderness, timeless, constant affection, best friends, appreciation, unchanged and infinite love. And then we'll do an angel number message, and I'll wrap this up because that's all I'm getting. Because I have chicken in the oven too. Oof, the politics and ambition. Laying on top of the burnout card, basically, the 10 of Wands. But a completion to a very mixed up, jumbled cycle, right? Master number 55, substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. I'm evolving. Oh my goodness. Oh. I am supported. Master number 44. Your angels are encouraging you to continue with your present life path with diligence and determination. Even greater success will come in the future. I am supported. Master number 44. And then 555. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. And that's what I've got for you, Selective Collective. Sending you love. Bye.